There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's going. Okay. I have to. For spelling the gummy bears. Yes. Okay, so let's see what we're on. Chapter 25, Monarchies in Monarchies rise in Europe. Okay. Oh, I know. I forgot I knew there was something I was forgetting. Metronome. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Monarchies arose as a form of government all across Europe. Some monarchs improved conditions in their nations. Others took advantage of their power, prompting revolt. Spanish monarchs. Charles I of Spain inherited the Holy Roman Empire and became Charles V, the guy who outlawed Martin Luther. Excuse me. When Charles gave up his throne in 1556, his brother Ferdinand took over the Holy Roman Empire. Ferdinand. Okay, I don't know if somebody doesn't sound right. And Charles V's son, Philip II, became King of Spain. I don't understand why his son wasn't Charles VI or something. Okay, his son Philip II became King of Spain. I got to sneeze. Goodness sakes, feel that sneeze coming. Philip II had absolute absolute rule, meaning that he wielded ultimate control over the government and its people. First spelling, then coming first. He had the authority to lead an inquisition, Inquisition. An inquisition is an official investigation to hold trials for people accused of false, we said in quotes, religious beliefs, leading to the expulsion or murder of many Protestants. Protestants, Jews, and Muslims in Spain. But after he tried to conquer England with his armada, that's a group of ships, and lost, Spain's power declined. France's King Louis VIII. Absolute monarchs also ruled in France. Henry IV reigned peacefully with the Huguenots and Catholics after his conversion to Catholicism. Louis VIII was also a young boy when he became king after Henry. So Armand Jean Richelieu. Yes, first spelling the gummy bears. I'm trying to say this name. It's the longest name I've ever seen. He later became Cardinal Armand. I don't know how to say his last name. Richelieu. I wish I knew. Helped him and his mother, Marie de Medicis, the regent, rule and helped keep things in order. He built relations with Protestant governments and let the Huguenots keep their religious rights. But he took away their political and military rights to prevent them from growing too powerful. And paranoid about losing power, Richelieu set up a network of spies to uncover secret plots by discontented nobles. He crushed conspiracies and executed the conspirators. This was the time of the Three Musketeers. It is a popular adventure novel about an elite fighting force in France. You know what? Hey. That might be an interesting book to read, Three Musketeers. I've never read it. Okay, wait right here. I have to go turn the, I have something cooking on the stovetop. I gotta turn it off. I'll be right back. Okay, Okay, boiling some lentils. And they're done. Okay. France's Sun King, S-U-N King. Louis the, crying out loud, 14th was only 4 when he inherited the monarchy in 1643. He got help from Chief Minister Cardinal Mazarin, who took control of the government. We're spelling the numbers. Like Richelieu, Mazarin crushed any opposition from nobles. Eventually, Louis the 14th grew old enough to rule on his own and became an absolute monarch for over half a century. Although he reigned for over 72 years, he stripped power from nobles, local officials, and others, and created an elaborate and decadent royal court at Versailles. Versailles. Every decision had to be approved by him. Louis XIV gained complete authority over foreign policy, the church, and taxes. This is a lot of detailed information about these monarchs. There's Versailles. Look at that. That's fancy. It looks like a big castle or something. He called himself the Sun King, S-U-N-K-I-N-G, the source of light for all his people. His rule was based on his belief of the divine right of kings. A rebellion against a king was a rebellion against God. Louis XIV waged 4 wars between 1667 and 1713. The cost of Louis's courts, palaces, and wars grew too great for France's budget. When he died in 1715, France faced enormous debt and a legion of enemies. Side note, Louis XIV... yes, for spelling the numbers. Louis XIV tried to convert the Huguenots to Catholicism by destroying Huguenot churches and closing their schools. Nearly 200,000 Huguenots fled to England, the German states, and elsewhere to escape the king's persecution. P-E-R-S-E-C-U-T-I-O-N. Okay, Russian monarchs. Should we keep reading, or no? Let's take a break and do some spelling. That looks like a good place because this is a lot of information. Okay, so for Mark. Oh yeah, we have. Okay, can you please go back one? I should have put. I think to put some tape on the floor. Figure out because we have tons of tape on the floor already. Might as well add more tape. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see what kind of questions we have here. Do you imagine that the Spanish Inquisition was peaceful or violent? Look. Take your time. Peaceful or violent? The Spanish Inquisition. It wasn't peaceful, Mark. So what's the other option? Down. Be now. Be then. I end. I over. Oh now. Go slow. That's it. You're getting it. B-I-O now. Oh then. Gentle. E now. Keep going. Even. Oh. Even. No. Violent is what you're spelling. V-I-O-L-E. Close. And now, last letter is go slow. And then, you can do it. N, then, gentle, over. Good job. Violent. I don't blame you for not knowing that. It's all confusing. In Spain, absolute rule meant that the king had complete blank. Could be a couple things. P now. P then. Go slow. P then. No, think it makes sense. Slow down. Take a deep breath. P then. O now. Look. P-O. Slow that. And then. P end. P then. Tower. Good job. Tower. What is one faith that was persecuted during the Spanish Inquisition? They mentioned 3 of them. I had to look it up. Try again. Yep, and then down. All the way down. Then MU. Down. S now. Look. Okay. Slow down. MUS then. You can do it. Go slow. Go slow. Now. Keep going. Then. Look down. And last letter. Yes, good job. Muslims. Muslims, Jews, and Protestants, it says. If people are discontented, are they happy or upset? Discontented. Are they happy or upset? Okay, right below that. You now. You then. You then. You then. Look. Now. Go slow. Hey, shake it off. Okay, if you get one wrong, you gotta keep going. Okay. UP then. Go slow. Yes. Now. Look. Then. Slow. Keep going. Keep going. S-E. S-E-T. That's it. Upset. Versailles was an enormous blank. They didn't really say what it was. I actually thought it was a town. Versailles was an enormous what? The end. Amen. I guess that's what the picture was of that. I called it something else. P-A. Keep going. Next then. Look at your hand. P-A then. Nope. P-A-L. End. It's a double. First L now. A then. Keep going. The end. You can do it all the way. No, all the way over. Good job, palace. You know what it was. A big palace. Oh, and then it does say Versailles in France. Name another city in France. Kind of a confusing question if you ask me. We're spelling the gummy bears. So, wait. I'm going to look if there's any questions in the back of this chapter before we read more. All right, here's a good one. Who called himself the Sun King? Who called himself the Sun King? Now, then, go, now. I said L-O now. Down. Down, to end. Good job. I'm just going off. L-O-U, then. Yep. Then. Yes, okay. Louis the, do you know the Roman numerals? Down. First it's X, then it's over I, then XI, last one is down. B, good job. 14. Louis the 14th. Okay, I think it's time to read more. We'll read about Russian monarchs. Russian monarchs were called czars. C-Z-A-R-S. Derived from Caesar. C-A-E-S-A-R. Peter I ruled from 1682 to 1725 and loved Western Europe. He wanted Russia to adopt customs and manners from Western Europe and be more like it. He ordered Russian men to shave their beards to look more like Western Europeans. If they didn't, they were taxed for spilling the vinegars. Peter I built a strong navy, enlarged Russia, and built the great city of St. Petersburg, which earned him the nickname Peter the Great. More than 3 decades after his death, Catherine the Great, with a C, ruled from 1762 to 1796. She expanded Russia, encouraged education, and modernized farming. Go Catherine. I like this Catherine the Great. Okay. Austrian, of course I love the name Catherine. Okay, Austrian monarchs. In Austria, Maria Theresa became ruler of the immense Habsburg Empire. Habsburg, Hapsburg, in 1740, after the death of her father, Charles VI. She was the only woman ever to rule the 650-year-old dynasty. When Maria Theresa took the throne in 1740, Prussia's King Frederick invaded, declaring that he didn't accept Maria Theresa as a legitimate ruler of the empire. The war grew when France joined Prussia against Austria and Great Britain. The war grew when France joined Prussia against Austria, and Great Britain came to Austria's defense in what is now become known as the War of the Austrian Succession. The war ended with the signing of the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, I'm going to say, in 1748, which recognized Maria Theresa's claim to the throne, but forced Austria to give up valuable land to Prussia, Spain, and Italy. Maria Theresa built a strong government, created a fair justice system, united the Habsburg Empire, and improved conditions for serfs, all while having 16 children. Sheesh. That's pretty crazy. Okay, the beginnings of the Stuart monarchy in England. England didn't have an absolute monarchy. It was a limited monarchy. England's government was in part controlled by Parliament. After Elizabeth I's death in 1603, the Tudor, Tudor dynasty came to an end. Elizabeth's distant cousin, James I, King of Scotland, took the throne as the first in the line of the many Stuart dynasty, S-T-U-A-R-T, dynasty leaders. James refused to work with Parliament. He believed it was his divine right to rule. This attitude led to the growing discontent of the Puritans, Puritans. That's a group of Protestants in England inspired by Calvinist ideas. Many Puritans who were part of the House of Commons, that's the lower house of Parliament, didn't support the king's strong alliance with the Church of England and wanted to separate the church from the king. James's son, Charles I, ruled next, and his distaste for Parliament was even stronger than his father's. In 1629, he ordered Parliament to stop meeting and didn't let them meet for 11 years. Civil war followed. Parliament supporters called Roundheads, Roundheads, because of their short haircuts, went to battle in 1642 against the king's supporters, the Cavaliers, Cavaliers, or Royalists, Royalists. By 1646, the Roundheads had won. Charles I was taken fugitive by the Scots. He was handed over to the Roundheads in Parliament in 1647. England during the Protectorate. Oliver Cromwell, Cromwell, one of the military leaders behind the Roundheads, worked to protect people's rights against the absolute power. Cromwell dismissed members of the Parliament who weren't on his side. The Parliament that remained, the so-called Rump, R-U-M-P, Parliament, ordered Charles I to be executed for treason, Treason.